Planning and Development Authority of Grenada, PDA, is enforcing regulations to curb illegal, disorderly, and unauthorized development in several locations throughout the state of Grenada. The authority is concerned that structures mainly associated with vending are negatively impacting the environment, has undesirable public health and sanitation consequences, present obstructions to vehicle and pedestrian traffic, can become projectiles during adverse weather conditions, and generally affect the aesthetics of the nation. The PDA will work along with stakeholder ministries and institutions to effect the demolition, removal, and disposal of structures which fall in the category of illegal and disorderly development, commencing January 2024. In this regard, persons who vend in or occupy such illegal structures are advised to secure their personal belongings and have the structures removed ahead of the planned PDA demolition operations. These actions of the PDA have become necessary to safeguard and protect public health and the environment, ensure the safety and well-being of all citizens and visitors, discourage any future disorderly construction, and encourage compliance to regulations pertaining to physical development in the state of Grenada. This is a message from the Planning and Development Authority of Grenada.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
In recognition of our nation's independence, we're celebrating the journey to 50 with an exclusive car insurance offer. If you are 50 years and over or turning 50 in 2024, our 50-plus car insurance is perfect for you. It's loaded with free benefits like loss of use, special perils, and windscreen cover up to $2,500. Getting to 50 is filled with ups and downs. Let's celebrate these moments together and look forward to 50 more. Call Beacon Insurance at 440-4447 or log on to beacongrenada.com to get a free quote today. Special conditions apply.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Oh yeah, and of course we like to say hello and welcome to everyone tuned in on another Mikey Live program, folks. This is it right here. This is where it all happens. We're talking about the good, the bad, and the Mikey. I have a little flu. Yeah, boy, over the weekend it was not easy at all. I pick up the thing, whatever the name is, I pick it up. You understand? I ain't plan to give it to nobody. So yeah, ting. So anyway, welcome. I do hope you had a great weekend. In fact, I hope you had a good day today as well as we start the week. Many things to do. Some of us, we had some things left over from last week. I hope you were able to accomplish those on the first day, today. So we go smooth sailing as from tomorrow. So anyway, blessings to you. We have a few things to talk about. Official funeral tomorrow for one-time parliamentarian. We're talking about Winston White, all right, as well. We're going to be talking about the gas prices. We have a change in the price of your petroleum products. We're going to be talking about that. A 14-year-old boy who we told you was missing last week has been found, according to police. We were not able to tell you that over the weekend. The Royal Grenada Police Force say that they're investigating the death of a female down at the Radisson Hotel. We'll talk about that in a moment. Levon Date remains warded at the General Hospital as he sustained some injuries. Recently, the police say, NAMI. We're going to talk about that as well. And the distribution of the houses. Yes, the low-income houses. People are excited about that, so we're going to be telling you about that in a moment. And new root crop, all right, planted, sorry, to be introduced at the upcoming training. We have some of the officials who will be talking about that, so we'll have that for you in a moment. And we have some other things that we have to talk to you about on the business, so brace yourself. This is where it all happens. We're talking about the good, the bad, and the Mikey. All right, someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credits, compliments, digital. That lucky person might just be you. All right, I give you some credit, you take away the flu. And, you know, we can call that even. All right, the headlines is brought to you through the kind compliments of Coates, Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, Real Value, IGA, Supermarket, Superb Distributors, Infinite Contractors. We also got the Big Insurance on board and all the other sponsors on board. We say thank you for being here. And, of course, the first-time viewers on the program and the usual suspects, hello to you. We're coming back in a couple of seconds. Stay right there.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel Plus.
Excuse me, miss. What's that ding-ding noise?
Oh, that's customers collecting points from a frequent shopper program.
Okay.
Each time you shop with your frequent shopper card, you earn points, which can be redeemed for future discounts on purchases. Seems like you don't have one.
Nope.
You can sign up today and start collecting your points.
Alrighty, and of course, folks, welcome again to, I see some of my friends come on the business, boy. Hello, how you doing? All right, so let's get straight into the business. Yeah, boy. One-time Grenadian parliamentarian Winston White, who was a member of the Eric Matthew Gary regime, also was a Minister of Youth and Sports. He will be laid to rest in St. Patrick's tomorrow. Winston White, who was ailing for some time, died at the Princess Alice Hospital on Sunday, February 18, 2024. He'll be sent off to the great beyond with an official funeral. That's right, an official funeral. So that means they'll be having all the little bells and whistles and things like that. You understand? Right. And all this information came from the government of Grenada, all right? They stated that Mr. White will be honored for the contributions that he has made. All right, Mr. White is considered to have been a statesman, and according to the release, his contributions to Grenada and Grenadian politics, both pre and post independence, has left an indelible mark on the minds of the nation's citizens. All right, so the official funeral of Mr. White will be taking place tomorrow, March 19, at the St. Patrick Roman Catholic Church. Tribute will begin at around noon, and the funeral service, or the funeral mass, will be at 2. All right, so we'll be having about 2 hours of tributes. Okay, so, all right, y'all could go out and pay your last respects to Mr. White. As we move on, in case you missed it, we posted it on our page last night. Motorists will be spending 41 cents more at the pumps as the price of gasoline has increased in this month's adjustments, which came from the government last night. Gasoline on mainland Grenada will increase. Gasoline in Carriacou and Pidimandic, across the board. So gasoline on the mainland Grenada was sold at 15.40 it will now be sold at $15.81. All right, diesel will see a 47 cents increase from $15.33 to $15.80, and kerosene will see an increase of 58 cents from $11.41 to $11.99. Now, the 20-pound cylinder of cooking gas in Grenada remains at $40, while the 100-pound cylinder will move from $261.75 to $257.50. All right. Interestingly, a decrease of $4.25. Yes. The bulk will be seeing a 5-cent decrease from 270 cents per pound to 265 per pound. All right. In Carrick 1, PT Motnik, the 20-pound LPG cooking gas cylinder, it remains at $49. The 100-pound cylinder, like Grenada, sees a $4.25 decrease from $284.75 to $280.50. Bulk also sees a 5 cents decrease from $270 per pound to $265. Now, the Ministry of Finance says it will continue to monitor the petroleum product prices and will intervene as necessary if prices exceeds $17. All right, so they are saying that they'll continue to monitor, and if it goes beyond the 17, because currently it's at 15, if it goes beyond the $17 per gallon, then they will intervene. All right, so thank you very much. There we go. Now, last week, guys, really forgive me for the stuffiness, all right? Trying my best here. Last week, we told you about this youth was missing for quite some time. Usually, when the kids go missing, they spend 2 days, or they go missing for 2 days, but he was missing for some time. And of course, we are happy to report, that he has returned home. And that's according to a release from the Royal Grenada Police Force. All right. They say he has been located and did not give any further details. He was reunited with his family as we understand it. All right. So we are happy to hear that. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are moving on. We are hearing today that Levon Date, alias Magic of Griffith Lane, St. Andrew, who escaped police custody on February 21st, 2024. Well, we knew that he was recaptured, I think it was last week, Wednesday or so. We found out that he was recaptured, and then has since been warded at the General Hospital. They say when he was found, based on a sting operation that was conducted by the police, he was already badly wounded. And the police said, "Nami." So we do not know. They didn't really say how he got those wounds. I guess as much as in time, when he go to court or whatever, and they go question him where those injuries came from. You understand? Nami. So maybe he ended up in some kind of altercation with somebody. You understand? Who knows? But they say he was badly wounded, because since then he's been under heavy police surveillance at the hospital. You understand? Escaped police custody. He was in police custody for allegedly killing someone. You understand? Listen, the circumstances surrounding that one was crazy, like movie style business. You understand? He was arrested, charged, sent to to the prison, and was attending court and things like that, and then he escaped. Spent a while. Well, since February, I know they just catch him, but since they catch him, I tell you, badly wounded and in hospital. You understand? So we lean that day. You understand? Now not the police. I believe the police, not him. You understand? Maybe that's why they was able to catch him. In fact, because the injuries slow him down, because he was hopping in place, hop and drop. You understand? Hop and drop. So anyway, let me leave that talk. Let me leave that talk. So earlier, we are moving on. I think a lot of you are here to learn about what took place over the weekend when we received initial information that the police were investigating the death of the Radisson Hotel. You understand? We have since heard from the police. Of course, there were a lot of speculations coming out early from the time we got the information. But being as responsible as we are, we say less until we hear more. You know what I mean? We say less until we hear more. And so the Royal Grenada Police Force, they sent out a bulletin this morning. Well, late last night. I feel like I got late last night. You know, that time I was playing with my children. The Royal Grenada Police Force say that they are currently investigating a possible drowning incident which occurred on Sunday, 17th March at a hotel in St. George. That's what they say, at a hotel. I'm just reading verbatim right now. At approximately 5:10 a.m., members of the Royal Grenada Police Force responded to reports of a drowning at a hotel in the south of the island. Preliminary reports suggest that the deceased went swimming in the hotel swimming pool when she encountered difficulties in the water. The deceased was retrieved from the swimming pool and CPR was administered, but she was unresponsive. She was subsequently pronounced dead by a medical doctor, and the circumstances of the incident are still being investigated, so no further information can be shared at this time. That's the information that we heard from the police, and there's been a whole sort of controversy. I don't know, we like controversy. And you know I had to talk about that. You know, I give people a chance to talk, and then I talk after. You know what I mean? I have respect. So let's talk. First of all, we must learn to read and understand. And so, yesterday we posted, I can't remember, we posted that the police responded to a call, you know, of a situation. You know, I like to give you the exact, you know, thing, because I have a point to make tonight, you know, and I think it's important because, I mean, we've been there before. And I will tell you what I think is happening. You know, I could be wrong, but I will tell you what I think is happening. All right, so what do you think, boy? What? All I post from I scrolling because I don't want to. I want to be very direct. All right. Police have been called to investigate a death at the Radisson Hotel. One-liner. That is not the only information that we got on that day. In fact, we spoke to people and we had a lot of information that we thought would be best to withhold sharing that information until we are satisfied that the information is accurate. And that happens with every news story that you would publish. I mean, at least as a responsible news entity, you would want to do that. We don't publish information unless we get the same information from two sources that we believe is credible enough. That's a standard. So sometimes even somebody on the scene who says something, we can't really go with it, you know, until we get it from a second source. That's just, you understand, just to be safe. So you give a one-liner, say less until you know more. You understand? But some people would juke you to give more. And sometimes when you give more, especially in situations that are that fluid, there tend to be a lot of inconsistencies, you know, like when the dust, you know, scatter a little bit and then you have to wait until it settles. And that's what you do. You wait until it settles. It's the best thing to do. Some may choose to trust their sources and go with what they have. We don't do that. So people make a host that Ray. You can't call the hotel name and da. I don't know. Nonsense. Anytime the news entities, their responsibility is to report the facts, to report the news, not to create the news. And anytime you start interfering or treating information to satisfy a particular outcome, you start losing your authority. You become dishonest. You now have to start, in other words, you start creating gray areas. And once you open that can of worms, you cannot close it back. Because when you do for one, you do for all. So then to what end do you not mention the hotel's name? Okay, well, let's say, well, you don't want to implicate the hotel. Well, we are all adults. A hotel can kill somebody. A situation can happen in any hotel. Like, so, what's the harm? Oh, it's going to give the hotel a bad name? Or is it? Like, who is going to be taking a trip? You know, like, I like taking my trips. And I hear that somebody died in a pool. That's going to deter me from taking a trip to a hotel that I want to go to? Like, seriously. Like, seriously, let me ask you. So you here, as a possible visitor, that of a particular hotel that somebody drowned in a pool, quote unquote, that's going to stop you as a right-thinking person from taking a trip? Some of all you don't even know what the hotel looked like, what the pool looked like. Some of all you want to go to hotels, there are so many things to do. I remember booking a hotel. It was just a couple weeks ago. Nice hotel. I like the pool and I like actually the place. The place nice. You understand? Checked into the hotel. It's only when I'm checking out at the hotel I realized, but wait, I didn't go in the pool. One of the reasons why I went there in the first place. But the place is so nice. You understand? So realistically, we majoring in minors. So that's one. Two, if you own a property and something happens in somebody else's property, okay? Something happens in somebody else's property, and instead of specifying that it happened in somebody else's property, I, an authority of information, says it happened in A zone, and your house or property is in A zone. How would you feel to know that I have implicated your property into something that has nothing to do with your property? So people say, well, say somewhere in the south. Say a hotel in the south. I wasn't trained that way. And I don't subscribe to that. I don't subscribe to implicating people or properties or institutions in things that doesn't concern them. You understand? I wasn't trained that way. I don't think it's ethical. If somebody else wants to do it, that's them. If somebody wants to say, if the police wants to say somewhere in the south, that's up to them. They are not journalists. If they want to publish their information in that way, that's fine. But if I am to write a story and I have to satisfy where, when, how, why, who, what, that's what I have to do. That is my standard. The police's standard is something totally different. As a journalist, we have a standard to satisfy. Where, when, who, what, how, why. So when it comes to the where, and I say, at a hotel in the south, does that satisfy that criteria? Does it? You understand what I'm saying? So leave the journalism for the journalists. You understand what I'm saying? And I hope we don't have to have that conversation again. We always have to have it. You know what I mean? We always have to have it. Oh, Mikey trying, hear another one. Hear another classic. Mikey trying to make Grenada look bad. Understand? So what do you suggest? Not report on matters that I think shouldn't be reported on. Anytime you start doing that again, you become dishonest. You lose your authority to report. So it's fine to report about a small man who was caught with a little marijuana. It's fine to report the kids with a knife. But then when it comes to certain things, you shouldn't report on it. It doesn't work that way. We are, as journalists, obligated to reporting the news, not to create it. So our responsibility is not to treat the information to satisfy a particular outcome. Just tell the news as is. Yeah? If somebody wants to go ahead and promote Grenada in a positive light, that's another responsibility for other organizations. When it comes to reporting the news, that's the job of the journalist. You think we like having to report on incidents that happen? Hell no. When it rains in Grenada, it rains on everybody's roof. But that's the job. You think the man who cuts off, who disconnects Granny, who can't pay her water bill, you think he wants to do that? So you might as well tell him, well, when you go in and cut off Granny, when you see Granny come up on your list, don't cut it off. Leave Granny. But what does that do to him when he go back to his job and Granny bill goes up further and they say, well, I instructed you, this was your job, and you chose not to do it. What does that do to him? You understand? That's not his job. His job is to go and do what he is mandated to do. The job of the journalist is just the same. So relax. Chill out. You understand? Let the people do their jobs. You know what I mean? Chill out. Yeah? If crime's happening everywhere, there's a standard for news. Simple. All right? I hope we don't have that conversation again. You understand? I hope we don't have that conversation again because we keep having it. You understand? Let me tell you, the amount of calls I get in the past 2 months with people asking me to treat the news. People asking me to treat the news. I see one day watch, I just calling all of them name. People who have certain authorities, right, calling you to ask you to treat the information. And when I say treat the information, in other words, to add or to omit, in some cases to omit information to satisfy a particular outcome. You understand? You think we don't get, there's so many things that we get that we don't publish. You don't know about that. We understand our responsibility just the same. You understand? There are a lot of things that come out that we don't publish. But there are some things that you just cannot not publish. You know what I mean? So chill out. All right, good. I don't vex you. I'm just saying it as it is. You know what I mean? Like, chill out, man. Chill out. And the thing is, some of the people who criticize the most are the people who know that they can rely on what you say. You understand? So they know when they want the reliable news, they come to you. And the only problem is, when they are affected, they hope that you don't report, or they hope that you report in such a way that it creates or that it satisfies a particular outcome. I don't participate in that, boss. Nobody could say I'm dishonest. Nobody could ever see a lie. I mean, there are times when, based on your sources, you might get information that are kind of like questionable. You understand? And you're never getting caught in it. Like things that are not too, thing. But yeah, sometimes it happens, with everybody. Yeah? But one thing you can tell me, I will hold my head high. You'll never say Mikey is dishonest. You will never say Mikey news is unreliable. You know what I mean? So the people who criticize the most are just the people who at a particular time feel that they are negatively affected by that particular story, whether one way or the next. You know what I mean? We like to implicate ourselves in things. So they come out and they talk. But again, when you hear they want it solid, it's here they come in. So I don't take them too serious. You understand? I don't take them too serious. So we're moving on. So there were talks today about an incident that happened, and that we're talking about, some guys blocked the road. And one of the things I want to say, one thing, let me come back. One. Appealing to the police again. One more thing I have to say. And not just the police, but the authorities in general, as I've always been doing it. We are all on the same page. But how we can gain the trust of the public is by reporting things in a timely manner. Yeah? Being the first to report on certain incidents gives you the advantage of leading the narrative, right? So I believe that the police or the government or organizations, who are the custodian of information should always attempt to be the first to publish that information so that you lead the narrative. If you don't do that, then you're forcing the journalists, the reporters, the want-to-be reporters to seek information themselves. And sometimes those information comes from all kinds of sources. And so you get all different versions of the story. So when they talk first, they lead the narrative, and then you have to come back now and be defensive or do damage control or try to clarify. By that time, it is too late. And sometimes it creates a certain degree of mistrust when the information is inconsistent. When what was published first is different from what you're publishing later. Yeah? So I'm not saying to rush into putting out preliminary information that might not necessarily be accurate. I'm saying understand when publishing things too late what it causes, what can happen as a result. Yeah? So me just lighting a little fire to say, always attempt to be the first when you're affected, whether it's the police or certain organizations, so that you lead that narrative. So that when people get it from you and be consistent at it, they will say, okay, let me chill still. X will publish something, just don't let me wait for that. You understand? But in the absence of that, everybody goes hunting. You understand? Everybody goes hunting, and that's where the chaos starts. A word to the wise is sufficient. So we're moving on. So there were talks I wasn't able to get the facts on it, because again, I've tried, and I've failed. But there were talks about some guys who kind of like blocked the road, and they stopped a gentleman, and they robbed the gentleman. You understand? We are also hearing that a similar incident happened involving, a couple of days ago, some SGU students. You understand? Stop them, and they take things, and you know what I mean? Could be the same set of people. We don't know. You understand? We don't know. But it's happened a couple of days from each other. And so my purpose for saying this now is so that you could be a little vigilant. You know, when it's going on, whether it is in the nighttime or so Grenada still is the safest space. But the fact that we have had two of these incidents happening so close to each other, and we have not heard about any, but the people only texting me by, and we have not heard of any arrests or anything like that. So, you know, just telling you. You understand? Oh, yeah. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Okay, all right. So, all right, good. Thank you very much. Okay. All right, so I just got an update that I wanted to and it's just coming in the perfect timing now. So yes, so just be a little ting. We have also heard about the discovery of a body floating, but I was not able to get confirmation on that until now. And one of our police sources is saying that the police did get a call relating to a body that was seen floating in the PT Martinique area. And it's, there's no further details at this time, but the police did in fact get a call. Don't misquote me. The police did get a call, as I've been told now, of a body floating somewhere outside PT Martinique. That happened this morning. It says that they will give me more information when the time comes, you know. Good. So we're working. You understand? We're working. I wasn't planning on saying it because I didn't get nothing concrete on that. Good. So can we move on? So you all see what I'm saying, right? So a lot of people, and people are politicizing the whole thing right now, I don't even know why. You understand? I don't even know why. But anyway, what the hell? You know, nothing new under the sun. So I'm sweating tonight because I turned off the AC. You know, it helps me. So we're moving on. How are we looking for time? Please remember to share the program, like the business. By the way, we've got good news for you. The government, they are rolling out now the low-income houses. Yes, now people have been talking about that. You know, the houses were not being distributed and they wanted to know why and things like that. So the Housing Authority posted something. The Prime Minister spoke about it last week. And this week we are hearing that, yes, full pace. And they are starting with the current housing scheme. But here's what. I'm not even going to go into details with that because here's why. We've got something that has returned to the Mikey Life program, by extension, have returned to the Government Information Service, which is our favorite national report. We'll be having that for you tonight. It resumes as of tonight. So when we go to the break just now, we'll be able to have that for you. We also told you that this year our focus, you know, we focus on certain things every year. This year we are focusing on agriculture. Yes, eat what you grow what you eat. You understand? Good. Now, an upcoming root crop training session organized by the Climate Smart Agriculture and Rural Enterprise Program, SIAP, in collaboration with the National Insurance Scheme and the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Forestry and Marine Resources, will introduce farmers to a new variety of Dasheen and Tanya plants. Now, last week we were telling you about the artificial insemination to do with the cattle, a better breed of cows. So we're getting better meat and better milk, better breeds, and we're getting it faster. You understand? So we hybrid when it comes, like pun intended, we hybrid when it comes to the cows, to the cattle, and we are now going hybrid when it comes to the plants. So here's what. It is scheduled to take place at the Closure Community Center a couple of days from now. That's going to be on Wednesday. Now, this training is primarily aimed at current root crop farmers from communities including Closure, Belvedere, St. Omar, a place I never heard about before, St. Omar, and Florida, and will offer an opportunity, they say, to gain knowledge about the National Insurance Scheme and its new approach to self-employment. Now, this new cultivar of root tubers was sourced from Caribbean Agriculture Research and Development Institute, that's CARDI, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, by SIAP, Climate Smart Agriculture Coordinator at the SIAP, that's Kenley Edwards, underscored the importance of proper training for farmers to ensure sustainable cultivation practices, despite the availability of the variety in the supermarkets. So here is Kenley Edwards.
It's actually here on the market. Some of the supermarkets actually have it because there are persons who actually bring it into the country, import it into the country, and based on the size of it, the yield, it has some properties which I think could be very beneficial to our farmers. Moving forward, we will be doing more trainings with these cultivars. We plan to do so much more in the upcoming year so that we could have a good stock germplasm of these plantlets so that we could boost our food and nutrition security, but not only that, but increase our production on root tubers, particularly Dasheen, as one of our staple crops.
Thank you very much. Wait, hold on, no rush me, no man. Hold on, no, take your time with the boy now. I say, I'm sweating, I tell you, I say, no AC tonight. And once you take off the AC, your boy feeling better, less stuffy, you know what I mean? So your boy goes sweater. They say it's good to sweat the business. So I'm sweating it all tonight. Agronomist in the Ministry of Agriculture, that's Troy Augustine, who has reportedly, who has responsibility, for the root crops. He will be leading the session. He explains that the leaf spot disease resistant variety will be utilized to establish a demonstration plot that will specifically cater for farmers facing challenges in cultivation. All right, so here we have the agronomist. Let's go try.
you can see the variety, you can see how small it is. I mean, from that stage, farmers can establish it in the farm and get a dashing that is 3 pounds or maybe a little bit more, depending on how you manage the crop. We want to stress on management of the crop. We want to stress on how to ensure that your yield would be at an optimum level. We want to specifically stress on the leaf spot disease. And 1 month down the road, 2 months down the road, you should be going to the field and seeing that the leaf spot is not affecting that variety. We want to get to that stage where farmers can be comfortable planting it, because it's a purple variety. It's not same as ours, although we have two or the other cultivars with it, including the Tanya. We just want to make sure farmers can work with it, because that's what they use, that's what they do in St. Louis. They work with those small plants like that, and they will get the yield that is marketable. So if you're looking at marketing outside of the island, we have to look at how well the farmer can adapt to that situation.
Thank you, sir. I remember all this, the root tubers and all these things when we were going to secondary school. I don't even know if they teach these things still. You know what I mean? And the whole thing just killed agriculture. I remember just one statement a certain authority made when they came into our schools. And it just break my heart when it came to agriculture. You know, they were just promoting tourism over agri. And I was like, yo, all head well by. You coming in a school that has a lot of focus on agriculture and trying to brainwash the people into believing that tourism is more valuable or should be more valuable. Yeah, I understand to them, you know, and that hurt me. I'll never forget that person for saying that. You know what I mean? Yeah, boy. So anyway, they come and put an AC, but they say Mikey sweating too much. All right, so we're moving. How are we looking for time? Now, folks, there are a lot of people who are from Canada who's not able to view our program, and so we want to let you know that we are always streaming simultaneously on our YouTube channel. Simply go to Mikey Live or Mikey Hutchinson or whatever, and you could get to view us on YouTube. Now, you have people they just hide and go and watch on YouTube because they don't want the name to show up. So if you're somebody who wants to hide and not know, like don't let people know that you're watching Mikey Live, because you run your mouth on Mikey Live one time, but you like the business, you know. But you don't want people to think, because you're telling me, go on YouTube and watch the business. That mean, I don't love loss. You know, I don't take nothing personal, to be honest. I don't take nothing, because you understand. Yeah, I mean, you understand. When I have like a conversation with people, you realize that sometimes, you know, like on a serious note, let me talk about this, right? When people go after you, sometimes it's not about you. When people attack you, sometimes it's not really about you. They have a lot going on in their lives. I mean, life could be difficult for people. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know, you come across in a way that they don't like. But it don't mean that they don't like you. At the time in their life, they can't handle you. Don't take it personal. You know what I mean? Don't take it personal, and don't feel like you have to make no adjustment in your life to satisfy nobody so that you can become more likable by them. Yeah, and that's an unrealistic aim. Yeah, I mean, it can't work. You can only be who you are, how you are. Yeah, I mean, what I say. I mean, you know, sort of take nothing personal. I don't think this is Mikey. I take no one personal. Nobody. Yeah, son. You could tell me what you want. Yeah, I mean, and I'm good. Yeah, I think the blessing that God has given me is that twist mode here. Yeah, so when I was young and I thought it was a disadvantage, yeah, I said no. I that was just training for you, boy. That's why it was in training for about the first half of my life, in training to deal with criticisms, to deal with bullying, to deal with negativity, to think. God had a plan for my life. You understand? So by the time I reach here, like, no, here, where I am, and people say, think, I'm like, okay. Okay, so, you know what I mean? It means nothing. Yeah, you know, you even penetrating, okay, sorry. It goes nowhere, to be quite honest. You know what I mean? You just understand people and you'll be fine. Folks, we've got the national report for you tonight. We also have the weather for you. So, you know, we're now getting started. You know what I mean? And I like this sweat. I feel good. I feel like I exercise on the business. So I feel like I could turn off the AC every night and sweat down the place. You know what I mean? Because it feels good. Taking a break. And I'm coming back. When I come back, you know, we had a thing. And I see a lot of volunteers here. We got like the little melee too. Come back tomorrow. You know what I mean? Come back tomorrow. So because we are we don't have a good thing on the program. Not only, you know, anyway, just come back on the thing. We are a real thing. You know what I mean? We're coming back. Stay right there.
The Planning and Development Authority of Grenada, PDA, is enforcing regulations to curb illegal, disorderly, and unauthorized development in several locations throughout the state of Grenada. The authority is concerned that structures mainly associated with vending are negatively impacting the environment, has undesirable public health and sanitation consequences, present obstructions to vehicle and pedestrian traffic, can become projectiles during adverse weather conditions, and generally affect the aesthetics of the nation. The PDA will work along with stakeholder ministries and institutions to effect the demolition, removal, and disposal of structures which fall in the category of illegal and disorderly development, commencing January 2024. In this regard, persons who vend in or occupy such illegal structures are advised to secure their personal belongings and have the structures removed ahead of the planned PDA demolition operations. These actions of the PDA have become necessary to safeguard and protect public health and the environment, ensure the safety and well-being of all citizens and visitors, discourage any future disorderly construction, and encourage compliance to regulations pertaining to physical development in the state of Grenada. This is a message from the Planning and Development Authority of Grenada.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
In recognition of our nation's independence, we're celebrating the journey to 50 with an exclusive car insurance offer. If you are 50 years and over or turning 50 in 2024, our 50-plus car insurance is perfect for you. It's loaded with free benefits like loss of use, special perils, and windscreen cover up to $2,500. Getting to 50 is filled with ups and downs. Let's celebrate these moments together and look forward to 50 more. Call Beacon Insurance at 440-4447 or log on to beacongrenada.com to get a free quote today. Special conditions apply.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Excuse me, miss. What's that ding-ding noise?
Oh, that's customers collecting points from a frequent shopper program.
Okay.
Each time you shop with your frequent shopper card, you earn points, which can be redeemed for future discounts on purchases. Seems like you don't have one.
Nope.
You can sign up today and start collecting your points.
anytime and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Pick your daily reward from the Quartz Ready Cash Money Tree. Every customer is a winner with every loan of $3,000 or more from Quartz Ready Cash. Plus, you get to enter to win a weekend for two at Sandals. No deposit, no collateral needed. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit your nearest Quartz or Ready Cash location today or apply online at www.quartz.com. Get more for 2024 with Quartz Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel Plus.
See this? This is water. Essential, irreplaceable. An average person uses 35 gallons of water daily, but sometimes we take it for granted. But what if, like during a hurricane, this faucet runs dry? That's why every household needs a water storage system. Imagine 3 days worth of water supply, always ready for emergency. And when you run low, nature's got your back. You can capture rainwater for use. And that's how you use nature's gift in a smart, sustainable way. So when service gets interrupted, you're not. Until our next flash of Nawasa wisdom, know your household needs and store a minimum of 3 days water supply. Stay water wise and see you next time.
This advertisement is in a series showcasing Nawasa's operations. Stay tuned for more in-depth insights into our services and initiatives.
Attention all poultry farmers. The Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Forestry and Marine Resources extends an invitation to participate in a series of consultations regarding the 2023 revised National Poultry Policy and Work Program. Sessions will be held at the following venues starting at 5 p.m. March 19, Guav Fish Market Conference Room, St. John. March 20th, Deluxe Cinema, Grenville, St. Andrew. March 21st, The Canal Bailey's Backlit, St. David. March 26th, T.A. Marischal Community College Campus, St. Patrick. A national consultation will also be held on April 3rd at the Grenada National Stadium for stakeholders such as hoteliers, restaurateurs, importers, policymakers, financiers, and supermarket owners. Your input is vital in shaping the final policy. Attend and participate to ensure a successful national poultry policy which will benefit everyone.
This is the GIS Evening Report, a look at some of the major stories of the day. I am Chrisanne Mitchell. In the headlines, Housing Authority of Grenada to begin distribution of low-income housing units in Corinth, St. David. Details to this and other stories after the break.
I'm a VIP. I'm a VIP.
Are you a VIP? Have you taken the necessary steps to safeguard your child's health? Let's get it right. Get your child on their vaccination schedule. Our national protection and coverage is our national priority. Our actions will impact Grenada's health and wellness. Let's make childhood immunization and vaccination number one. I am Senator Jonathan Lacrette, your Minister for Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs, and I am a VIP champion. Let's make all our children VIPs, vaccinated, immunized, and protected.
Let's all be VIP champions.
A message from the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs, Be a VIP Childhood Vaccination and Immunization Campaign in collaboration with UNICEF and the Pan American Health Organization.
Welcome back. The Housing Authority of Grenada says assigned low-income housing units in Corinth St. David will be available for inspection from Tuesday, March 19th to Friday, March 22nd, beginning 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. The Housing Authority says diligent efforts have been made over the last few months to finalize the acquisition process by procuring closets and cupboards for all units to ensure that they are safe and livable for all residents, and as such, distribution is now underway in St. David.
Tuesday 19th March to Friday 22nd March 2024, between the hours of 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., the following will take place. Assigned units will be available for inspection for pre-approved clients. Appointment for viewing required.
Mrs. Nikel Beggs, Marketing and Customer Service Manager at the Housing Authority of Grenada. Following the inspection and acceptance of the unit, the client, through appointment, will be contacted to sign the sale agreement at the Housing Authority's main office. Inspection of units in the other parishes will also commence soon.
Inspections of units at the other locations will commence on the following dates: the Villa St. Patrick, 2nd April 2024 and onwards, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. weekdays. Dumfries Carriacou, 2nd April 2024 and onwards, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. weekdays. Boucherjou St. George, 15th April 2024 and onwards, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. weekdays. Diamond St. Mark, 29th April 2024 and onwards, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. weekdays.
The HAG says the inspection process and processing of sale agreements will run continuously from Tuesday, March 19, 2024. The fifth cohort of directors expected to serve on statutory bodies and state-owned enterprises commenced training on Monday at the Koyaba Beach Resort's conference room. The directors will be engaged for 3 days, giving them an insight into their roles and responsibilities. The Directors' Education and Accreditation Program, DEEP, was officially introduced last year with 25 directors. A few months after the general elections, government extended an invitation for Grenadians home and in the diaspora to serve on various boards, and more than 1,000 applications were received. Currently, there are 99 certified directors in Grenada who have successfully passed the exams accrediting them as directors. The training will be once again facilitated by the Chartered Governance Institute Canada and the Eastern Caribbean Securities Exchange. Governance specialist in Canada, Janice Riven, and faculty member of the Directors' Education and Accreditation Program, said that at the end of the training, directors will be better able to understand the 4 principles: transparency, accountability, independence, and participation.
Those 4 principles are what everything that you need to be thinking about when you go and sit in your boards, when you're making decisions, when you're on committees, and moving after your government positions into other organizations to help them be better decision makers is everything's about transparency, accountability, independence, and participation. Just hang on to those: transparency, accountability, independence, participation, and all the tools, all the practices, all the policies and procedures you put in place to make your organization better governed will be those bits and pieces that are strengthening those principles for your organization, and through your organization, your government.
Also speaking to the directors was the Business Development Executive at the ECSC. Uloka Armani Brown said the directors program continues to bear fruit in the Caribbean.
The DEEP, as opposed to other training courses, it leads to designation of accredited director, which is internationally recognized. The DEEP was launched in June 2007, and to date, Caribbean programs have been held in Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, Barbados, Grenada, Jamaica, St. Kitts and Nevis, and Trinidad and Tobago, and we also since 2021 offer the DEEP program online. So it's touched and trained and accredited at about 700 persons so far. This particular DEEP has been organized in collaboration with Government of Grenada, specially dedicated for members of boards of directors of public sector and state-owned or controlled institutions in Grenada. This initiative must be commended, and it sets a good example for other ECCU governments to follow.
Minister for Finance, Honorable Dennis Cornwall, was the featured speaker at the opening ceremony, stating that the government has the obligation to ensure that there is efficient and effective management of boards across the country.
A properly governed and well-run entity requires, in the first instance, a balanced and fit-for-purpose board of directors. Such directors must understand their mandate, role, and function, and be equipped to execute their functions with skill and care. As part of the transformation agenda, we aspire to have our statutory bodies and state-owned enterprise prudently governed in accordance with applicable standards as one of the key strategies to achieve consistency, high performance over a prolonged period of time. Against the foregoing, my government has demonstrated its commitment to join on the country's best talent to deliver on this transformation agenda.
For the next few days, the training will focus on the strategic areas of governance, finance, strategy, and risk management. This is the GIS Evening Report. When we return, Grenada and other CARICOM member states meeting at Radisson to discuss improving radiation safety.
Boyo, they gonna fly with kite now. The wind picking up. I'm coming. Karim, what you doing? Fly my kite. Yeah, but not here. You can't fly kite near power lines, boy. Why not? The wind good. Because mommy say kite threads conduct electricity.
Grenland, energizing our Grenada.
Welcome back. A 5-day meeting began at the Radisson Resort in Grenada on Monday to assess the progress of CARICOM member countries to enhance the regulatory infrastructure for the safe use and sustainable management of radioactive sources. The meeting, which is being hosted by the Grenada Bureau of Standards in partnership with the International Atomic Energy Agency, will close a regional project which sought to establish the infrastructure for radiation safety. The new project will concentrate on end users, ensuring that they are properly trained to play a crucial role in the infrastructural development.
Over the week, we'll be looking at the activities that will be envisioned under the new project. We'll be generating the final report for the project we are to close out. So with us, we have fellow CARICOM member states who are part of the IAA, who have actively participated in the closeout project and will be actively participating in the new project. The Grenada Bureau of Standards has actively participated in all of the IAA projects, so it is our pleasure to host our colleagues at this very important meeting, and we now look forward to the new work program and ensuring that the intended audience it is to reach, or the intended stakeholders, would benefit from it.
Director of the Grenada Bureau of Standards, Robert Medford.
Minister for Foreign Affairs, Trade and Export Development, Honorable Joseph Andel, says his government is committed to reviewing the legislative framework that governs the use and safe handling of radioactive material.
This is something that is present in a large number of industries, in the healthcare area, in agriculture, in research, and so on. And if it is not dealt with in a proper manner, it can have severe consequences, not only to individuals, but also to the environment and in some cases to businesses, since malpractice can lead to fines, penalties, and so on. We are going to continue to work with the Bureau of Standards to partner with the International Atomic Energy Agency to ensure that we are in tip-top shape regarding this question.
The Inland Revenue Division is urging businesses to take advantage of GTax, the recently upgraded and enhanced tax filing system, which brings several advantages and improvements to customers for payment of VAT, pay and SIT installments. GTax is described as a convenient and user-friendly online platform which simplifies the process of registering, filing, and tax payments while saving on valuable time and enhancing overall efficiency in tax management. More than 820 businesses have already registered, filed, and paid using GTax and are now enjoying the benefits of the new system. To access the online sign-up feature and find detailed instructions, businesses are urged to visit the IRD website on ird.gd/gtax. Consultations will begin on Tuesday to review the 2023 revised National Poultry Policy and Work Program organized by the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Forestry and Marine Resources. The sessions are aimed at engaging poultry farmers as well as livestock and crop farmers interested in Grenada's national poultry sector development. Sessions will take place at the following venues starting at 5 p.m. Guelph Fish Market Conference Room on Tuesday, March 19th, the Lux Cinema, Grenville on Wednesday, March 20th, the Canal Bailey's Bacalet St. David on Thursday, March 21st, St. Patrick's T.A. Marshall Community College campus on Tuesday, March 26th. Following this, a national consultation will convene on April 3rd at 10 a.m. at the Grenada National Stadium, gathering all stakeholders including hoteliers, restaurateurs, importers, policymakers, financiers, and supermarket owners. We take another break. When we return, Ministry of Health concerned about rates of deaths from kidney disease.
Get ready to witness the ultimate showcase of talent, speed, and determination at the 2024 Carifta Games. This prestigious event brings together the best young athletes from across the Caribbean, competing for glory like never before. With the motto, many people, one region, celebrating athletics, Carifta embodies the essence of Caribbean unity through sports, igniting a flame that illuminates the future of sports in the region. Don't miss out on this incredible event, taking place at the Karani James Athletic Stadium from Saturday 30th March to Monday 1st April 2024. Get your tickets now at Grenadian Optical or visit gotofed.com and secure your spot to be part of this extraordinary celebration of athleticism.
Welcome back. According to the World Health Organization data published in 2020, kidney disease deaths in Grenada reached 40 or 4.6% of total deaths and is among the top 10 causes of deaths in the island, a situation that is very concerning to local health officials. We get more in this report from the Ministry of Health.
As Grenada and the rest of the world commemorated World Kidney Day last Thursday, Nephrology Administrator at the General Hospital, Dr. Jermaine Bristol Stanislaus, is concerned about the prevalence of kidney disease in Grenada, specifically among the working population. Kidney disease means your kidneys are damaged and cannot filter blood the way they should. It can affect your body's ability to clean your blood, filter extra water out of your blood, and help control your blood pressure. You are at risk of developing chronic kidney disease if you have chronic diseases like diabetes, hypertension, cardiovascular disease, or other problems with the heart. There are other conditions that can also lead to kidney damage.
There are many risk factors to getting kidney disease. One risk factor is just being black. So we as Grenadians, we need to be mindful of that. As you increase in age, you also increase the risk of developing kidney disease. If you have a family member that has kidney disease, you are at an increased risk because there are inherited kidney diseases. And diabetes and high blood pressure are the two leading causes of kidney failure. So once you have these two diseases, you need to make sure that they're under control, because that increases your risk of having kidney failure.
Dr. Bristol Stanislaus says looking at the growing numbers of people being diagnosed with kidney disease should be a wake-up call for all.
Based on our statistics, the majority of our patients fall within the working age group, right? And we do have some very young patients as well, as young as early 20s, who are currently on dialysis. So it's actually quite alarming, and it is important that we do our routine checks at least annually, and for persons who are at increased risk, so those who would have had the risk factors that I would have listed, they should try to get their kidney functions tested at least twice a year.
Currently, there are 8 patients on hemodialysis at the General Hospital and 10 at a private facility, as well as 6 patients on peritoneal dialysis at the hospital and 4 post-transplant patients.
Outside of the persons who are currently on dialysis, we also have persons who have reached kidney failure who are currently not doing dialysis. So in terms of the number of persons having kidney disease, it is about 10% of our population based on world statistics. And in terms of persons having kidney failure, it is also a good percentage of our population. So it's very important that we pay attention to our kidneys. We have outpatient clinics. In the General Hospital, we have 2 main outpatient clinics every week on Tuesday afternoons and Wednesday afternoons. And we also have separate outpatient clinics once a month for the patients on peritoneal dialysis and the patients who are post-transplant. We also conduct 2 clinics per month at the Princess Alice Hospital and 1 per quarter in Kariku at the Hillsborough Health Center.
An early diagnosis of kidney disease can be done through urine and blood tests. Dr. Bristol Stanislaus notes that it is important to get annual general medical checkups to monitor the function of the body's organs, even if you are feeling well. Reporting for the Ministry of Health, I am Blossom Alexis Welsh.
Thank you, Blossom. Officials from the Grenada Meteorological Office engaged students in St. David on Monday as part of its annual commemoration of World Meteorological Day on Monday, March 18th. Students of the 6 primary schools in the parish gathered at the Corinth Government School to participate in the education session under the theme At the Frontline of Climate Action. Manager of Meteorology, Gerard Tamer, said the focus this year is on boosting awareness of the various climate issues facing Grenada yearly, and also to highlight some of the services provided by the Met Office.
We engage them in telling them about meteorology, about climatology, about the work of the Met Office in general. Okay? The highlight of today's activity is that we have them, and what they're doing now is making modern instruments. So for example, basic instruments like the rain gauge, wind vane, the barometer, they are now making models of that so they can actually see how the instrument actually works. We have a few of the real instruments here with us, so they can see the real instruments, and they're making the model instruments so they can understand how it works or understand how the different parameters are measured. In the next few years, they would be dealing with this, all the climate change issues that we have now. And more so, they would be charged with the responsibilities of maybe solving some of those things, okay? So we're looking at future meteorologists and future environmental scientists and future climatologists. So today activities is basically just to get their feet wet into the whole industry and the whole science of Met.
Teacher at the Corinth Government School is happy that the students are now more informed and excited about meteorology and climate action.
Coming this morning and seeing all the children and seeing all the different things that they brought, the different instruments, and teaching us about the weather and how we use the different instruments and so on. I think it's needed because children as well need to know what's happening with the weather, what's being done at the Met office and so on. So it was really engaging. I think the students really love it and they're really passionate and they've shown a lot of enthusiasm. They learned how to make different instruments, they learned about the instruments, what they're used for and so on, and they were well involved in terms of participating and helping to make the different instruments and so on.
Some of the students shared what they learned at the session.
I learned that the wind vane take the temperature. I made the wind vane the water gauge. I enjoy making the material, the instruments.
I learned about the different machines used for different types of weather.
The Met office people study about the weather, and they tell the pilots and other people who go through, fly or go through weather conditions.
What did you make today?
I made a barometer, a rain gauge.
And finally, the implementation of the National Sports Policy moves to another stage to formulate parish sports councils in each parish, including Carriacou and Petite Martinique. A meeting will be held in St. David's on Tuesday, March 19th at the Corinth Government School, followed by St. John at the Cuthbert Peters Park on March 20th, St. George on March 21st at GBSS, and St. Andrew on March 23rd. St. Mark meeting will be on March 25th, 2024. All meetings in Grenada will be held from 6 p.m. On Carriacou, the meeting will be held at Hillsborough Secondary School on April 4th, and on Petite Martinique, the meeting there will be held on April 5th at a time to be decided. The National Sports Council Secretariat will be spearheading discussions on the parish constitution and the importance of the election process. Executive Officer of the NSC, Alvin Clouden, encourages sports enthusiasts to participate in the process that augurs well for the development of sports in Grenada.
The first meeting for discussion starts on Monday the 18th, and that is in St. Patrick. It is very important that all persons involved in administration of sports who are lovers of sports and want to see the development of sports move forward get involved in the parish councils. The parish council is what will drive the development of sports. That is where the grassroots will take place. So that's where you come out, we'll have community activities, village communities, but it starts at the parish council level. That is where everything starts and evolves.
After the consultations, nomination for the elections will occur. The Parish Sports Council comprises representatives from each organized sporting discipline in the respective parish. These representatives will be drawn from leagues, organizations, clubs, and schools.
That discussion basically is to tell you what the election process is. So we deal with the elections process. Once that information is disseminated, then we'll have a round of elections beginning on the 18th of April, right? So technically, the process for elections is a nomination. And there will be nomination and there's a nomination date for the elections. And people have to be nominated and seconded. Once that is completed, then we'll have elections about 2 weeks after that.
That brings us to the end of the GIS Evening Report. I am Chris and Mitchell saying thank you for viewing.
Yeah, thank you very much. And our killers, and our killers with noise tonight, boy. On the return, they hit us in a good 25 minutes. Don't worry, we'll sort that out for tomorrow. I guess Monty had so much to say, right? Yeah, don't worry. It's not going to be like that going forward. It's, I mean, there's a lot to say now. So, and after being off for so long, you know, they're like, yeah, I miss you guys. Let me give you it all. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay, so here's now the weather. Coming from the Met Office. Weather is expected to be partly cloudy, windy, and hazy with few light isolated nighttime showers becoming generally fair overnight. Minimum temperature tonight, 26.5 degrees Celsius. Winds easterly to east-southeasterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Seas moderate to slightly rough with waves 6 to 8 feet in open waters. A marine advisory remains in effect. Heading over to Tuesday, we can tell you that the weather is expected to be generally fair, windy, and hazy with few light isolated showers. Max temperature 31.5 degrees Celsius, minimum 26.5 degrees Celsius. Winds easterly to southeasterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves 5 to 7 feet in open waters. A small craft advisory will be in effect for tomorrow, God's willing. Sun is expected to rise at about 6:11 a.m. and set at 6:17 p.m. You know, I am thrilled with the weather. I'm always thrilled with weather and geography. And let me tell you what I noticed happen a couple days ago, right? Let me get the information for you. Right. So I am able to tell, because I have gauges, right, to tell how much sunshine or how much solar that we experience, right, on a daily basis. Interestingly, on the 14th, and that varies, right, based on the amount of cloud cover, yes, based on the amount of dust, haze, and so many different elements in the atmosphere that can affect, right, that. However, on the 14th and the 16th and the 6th, so the 6th, 6th, 14th, 16th, sorry, so the 6th, the 15th, and the 16th, we had exactly, based on where my gauge is located, exactly the same from the start of the day to the end of the day amount of sunlight. Again, the amount of sunlight that a particular area gets is influenced by many elements in the atmosphere, including clouds and cloud cover. You understand? So imagine with all the different elements, those days was able to calculate exactly the same without an inch of difference among the sunlight. And I'm like, what the hell? You know, that is so interesting. So I thought I'll share that with you. Right? Anyway, so that's it. I want to say hello to all of you on the business right now, those of you who are on YouTube, but we've been building a nice following on YouTube, by the way, over time, which I'm happy about. So we've got Shireen, we've got Ashley, we've got Raymond, we've got Anne-Maria Olive, we've got Stephanie, we've got Catherine, we've got, let's see, so many of you, my mom, we've got Roger. Listen, Roger, somebody hack your phone off. 1 message, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just dot. All right. Who else is with us? We've got Margaret Ann, we've got Jennifer, we've got Karan, we've got Ashley, we've got Celine and Glenora and all the usual people, my mom, Linton, and the whole family who's usually on YouTube. Blessings those of you on the big screen. You understand? Dale, where are you tonight? Gotta pick up those of you who are there and not saying anything too. Also, Facebook people, Gloria, blessings to you. Glenora, Yvonne, Claire, Sylvina, Bermuda, Kireen, Diana. See, I put on the AC, I start to cough again. I have to cool down by. Wagwan, Elizabeth, Avril, Novanal, Zaka, Java and the Sharing Committee, Who else? Everybody. Winston, what's going on? Nesta. Hey. Shireen calling you on Facebook. They say they miss you on the Facebook end of things. Who else? I mean, everybody, hello to you guys. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow, God's willing, again. Some of all, don't share the minutes. Don't forget to share the minutes, all right? Sharing is caring. It's important that you do so. Dillian, all right? Blessings. Gloria, yeah, make sure you share the thing, Gloria. Come on. Share the thing, all right? Sharing is caring. You must do the business. Okay? So go ahead and share the business. And everybody else, man, those of you who are chatting, those of you who are not chatting, I still would like to say hello to you, all right? Alio, please share the business. That's how other people get to know that we are live. If you don't share, it hurts my feelings. And you don't want to hurt my feelings, you know what I mean? All right, Ruby, did you share already? I hope that you did. All right, if you have not done so, I'm encouraging you to please so do. Folks, I'm talking to that one person who have not shared yet. Sharing makes other people get to see the program. Some people don't know how to navigate Facebook a lot and stuff like that. So when you share, that's how they get it. So imagine somebody wants to watch. Yeah, understand? If I don't share, yes, the national report will be long. It's tomorrow. So better share so that it won't be long. I tell them put a slap at 35 minutes on the business for you. Yeah, understand? So share the thing. Okay, guys? So that's as far as I can take it for tonight. We'll chat again tomorrow, God's willing. All right, take care of yourselves, take care of your families. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we all say, Ja! No! All right, take care. May God bless you.